So guys, the lobbying firm in the United States that is pushing for Donald Trump's government to come after Tinubu has released another banger. This time they said Tinubu's files must be released. That under Joe Biden, an activist tried for these files to be released, they refused. But under this Trump's government, that they will ensure that those files are released. They've also said that the United States has vowed not to protect any foreign leader that has drug-related case in the US. Guys, this is going to send a very panic shock to the Tinubu's camp, considering what happened to the Venezuelan president. I think that is the picture this man is trying to paint, that no foreign leader that has any drug offense, case that has to do with the US can be protected. Now, let me read exactly what they wrote on the Twitter space here. This is the handle of the lobbying firm that is, talking to the Trump's government about the Tinubu's drug-related offense in the United States. And you can see what they tweeted here today. It says, the FBI, the Justice Department, and DEA headquarters under President Joe Biden refused FOIA requests to release records concerning Nigerian President Bola Tinubu alleged heroin trafficking from Nigeria to Chicago after that scandal of Jeffrey Epstein. The question is why, as in why did they refuse to release the document? And it went ahead to say the FOIA requests were made by Aaron Greenspan, an American transparency activist. The refusal and stonewalling by the Joe Biden administration led to U.S. court judge Barry Howell ordering the Biden administration in 2025 to release the files. Yet, no files have been released. This is going to change. So this lobbying firm is saying no file has been released since 2025, that this is going to change. That is, they are going to do everything possible to make sure that Tinubu's files are released. This is what they posted. Now, look at what they said again. As President Donald Trump has rightfully shown, U.S. agencies must never protect foreign leaders accused of having links to drugs smuggled into the United States. He said under Donald Trump, there is nothing like any agency protecting you if you are ever found having links to drugs being smuggled into the United States. And it wrote further, next week we will be engaging with anti-drug organizations, religious leaders, and victims of heroin abuse and death regarding President Tinubu's alleged link to heroin trafficking in Chicago. Guys, they put Tinubu's name. They say next week they are going to be engaging with all these organizations. Guess what the topic is going to be about? Tinubu's drug-related case. Guys, this is going to be hot on the part of Tinubu. Ahead of 2027, his name is all over the places on the social media as regards to, his drug-related case in the past. If he had known, Tinubu would have allowed them to even release this file as far back as 2023, since he knows that INEC could definitely give him the presidency. He would have just allowed. But he tried to protect it, paying for lobbying firm and all that. And now this lobbying firm is saying things must change, that those files must be released. Guys, this is going to be hot on the part of the Tinubu's government. Now, let's move away from the US a bit and see what is happening back home. Now, if you've been following the news, you know that a northerner came on Channels television and publicly accused Alain Dume of mediating between terrorists and Nigerian government. They say Alain Dume is the one helping to collect ransom money. And guess what? The Tinubu's government paid $5 billion to Boko Haram, as this man has alleged that the Tinubu's government, be it the state government or the federal government, they know how they came up with the money. $5 billion in a country where school fees are being hiked, but terrorists are getting money in billions. Now, this man also went ahead to challenge them, saying this is the reason why Makinde is asking for international organizations to come investigate the abduction that happened in Oyo State because it was staged. This man said they need to come to Borno State and investigate what is happening. That these terrorists will kidnap, they will ask for money, and the government will give them. In fact, the man revealed a whole lot. But before we get to that, Sheikh Gumi is in the news again. The same Sheikh Gumi that said the federal government knows the names and locations of these terrorists has come out to say that why has Tinubu not visited Boko Haram? Hey, another banger. Sheikh Gumi is saying, Shebi, I have told you people that Tinubu knows their address. He knows where they are. He knows their name. Why has he not visited Boko Haram members to negotiate their own deal, as in to start paying them money like the Niger Deltans? Now, let me take you through what Sheikh Gumi said. He said, Sheikh Gumi questions why no Tinubu government official has visited Boko Haram bandits for peace talks like Jonathan Osibanjo did with Niger Delta militants. Sheikh Gumi is questioning, why has Tinubu not visited them, Tinubu's government? Because Sheikh Gumi in one video was saying that the government knows their name. Look at it. He says the government knows every terrorist by name and by location. I don't go to the terrorists alone. I call the police. I call the security. I will go to the emirs of that place. In fact, when we went to one terrorist, I went even with women with me. As in, this is the video where Sheikh Gumi said that, and now Aline Dume is being named among those who help in collecting ransom for these terrorists. Guys, this is shocking. Now, in case you've not watched this video, I'm still going to attach this video, just a short portion of it, for you to see it, and then you're also going to listen to what Senator Aline Dume has come out to say. He has come out to say he's going to go to court, he's going to sue this guy, he's going to do this, he's going to do this, guys. And now Nigerians are reacting. Many people are saying, oh, Aline Dume, this is not the first time he's been linked to terrorism. Like you can see, this headline here say this is back in 2011, and it says Nigerian Senator Ndume linked to Boko Haram. This is back then in 2011, and then this one is in 2012. It says court asks federal government to release Ndume if it lacks evidence. If it lacks evidence, that means Aline Ndume has once, been linked to terrorism. And then this other headline here says Boko Haram confirms Ndume as sponsor. Hey, this one is banger. Boko Haram confirms Aline Ndume, Ndume as their sponsor. Like you can see, it reads further. An operative of State Security Service has told the Federal High Court in Abuja that former spokesman of Boko Haram, Kundunga Abdul, allegedly named Senator Aline Dume as a financier of the group. Guys, don't forget that Aline Dume has stayed in the Senate for more than 20 years. This man has been in the Senate and he has all these allegations, and now another person is coming out to confirm. In short, you need to listen to what this guy said. This guy said he has a lot of evidence. Don't forget that the DS, after he granted this interview, the DSS busted his home, went to his home, chained him, and ransacked his house. They wanted him to give them those evidence that he has. He refused. The DSS took him, and he's being detained currently, by the DSS. And report says, if you check, Amnesty International has tweeted about it, Showore has tweeted about it, and news is saying that the man is being tortured, the man is being, he's been, not properly handled, and being given toilet water, like what Showore even tweeted. Guys, because the DSS wants him to surrender those evidence, and the man refused that he's not going to surrender, that he will only tender it as evidence in the court. That's the stance of the man. Guys, you need to listen to what this man said, and then you will hear what Aline Dume has got to say. Really sad though, if indeed this thing is being traced to a sitting senator. Nigerians, APC, these people, just check all the people whose hands are not clean. You find them in this circle of APC. Guys, this is Nigeria for you. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more updates. Now take a look.
The government knows every terrorist by name and by location. I don't go yellow. I don't go to the terrorists alone. I call the police, I call the security, everybody. I will go to the MES or that place. And for when we went to one terrorist, I went even with women with me. Go to the bush. When you didn't see it before the camera was not concentrated on it. I don't go hello.
Let me tell you, in the same Zamfara, in Mayenchi, within less than a week, Mayenchi community members seized an AK-47 from one of the bandits' boys when he came around. So the bandit leader, who is the overseer of the same guy that the AK-47 was collected from, sent a letter, communicated to the community, asking them to return his AK-47 or else he will attack them. Between Mayenchi and the military formation, let me tell you, it's just 1 kilometer. Let it be measured. If I'm telling lies, let anybody come and dispute it. What happens? In all the areas, wherever these guys are operating, I said, one, the bandits in the criminals in northwestern Nigeria and north central Nigeria can be profiled. Either they are tribal criminals, either they are bandits, either they are Ansaru, either they are ISWAP, either they are whatever. As far as they are operating within the seven northwestern states and the north central state, as far as I'm concerned, they can be profiled by polling units, they can be profiled by political votes, they can be profiled by local government, they can be profiled by state assembly constituency, federal constituency, and senatorial constituency. Which means what Dr. Yahuza Getso is saying, what Yahuza Getso is saying here is, all these guys are known, their locations is not something difficult to reach, they are not living in any hideout, they operate within us, they are part of us, they are northerners. More than 95% of them are not indigenous of northern Nigeria and indigenous of those states where they are operating. And more than 85% of them, they are operating within the radius of 50 to 75% to 100 kilometer radius of their originating community, where they were born, where they were brought up, and whereby there was a kind of marital relation between them and the members of the community.
That they could be outsiders, people from
anybody who says
lands.
Well, there are little from foreign lands, and this little from foreign lands started coming in and operating using the AK-47. Before, the foreigners, what they are doing is they are the gun runners, and they are also using trading arms and ammunition and the rest of it, and then providing some capacity building, training and orientation and so on, and then providing some communication gadgets and extended technological equipments. That's what they were doing before. But in the recent time, between the end of 2023 towards the time when the campaign of 2023 begun, down to the present, now the Lakurawa started emerging. And those Lakurawa are 100% foreigners. They made some recruitments, but those they recruited, they have not recruited them into operational activity, but rather into socio-cultural and socio-economic and financially
informants
related. Informants and suppliers, right, as well as guides in most cases. And then Lakurawa are expanding by day. And I said that we people in the northern Nigeria, we know all the locations where Lakurawa's bases are. They have the permanent bases. They are not operating from outside. And the danger is they have started incorporating and collaborating and corroborating and partnering with the bandits, with Mahmuda, with unscrupulous, some element of Ansaru, some element of ISWAP and Boko Haram and the rest of it, which is very, very dangerous signal. And then it has been very clear that they have started taking a new dimension. Because I do normally go to many areas where these bandits and all the other criminals are in at different times. And I want to tell you, normally whenever I'm going, I normally carry along 4 communication gadgets. One, walkie-talkie, that will have the speed, the coverage radius of 1 kilometer to 2 kilometer. The other one that will cover up to 5 to 20 kilometer. The other one that will cover up to 50 kilometer. And then the other one I use Android phone and the non-Android phone. Because in this instance, when you are moving, once you own all this walkie-talkie, as you are moving, you keep hearing communication coming in. And the communication is the communication coming from the groups of bandits. So it makes me a kind of scaring and being very careful, because before there was an open relationship whereby they allow you to come around and take information so that they even want to government to know. But now at present, because of the inclusion and exposure of the foreigners, it is very, very difficult. And a lot of rivalries between one group and the other. So it is very difficult.
His name is Mr. Samaila Ibrahim Kaigama. Thank you so much for being with us on the program.
Thank you very much.
All right, so talk to us about Borno. What is going on? And how are you people surviving? We just try to give people an idea of what what's happening in Borno from January up until yesterday.
Yes.
How are you people surviving this situation? And is there some kind of confidence in the work that the military is doing in Borno?
Thank you very much for the question. Actually, the whole thing is a bit complicated, I would say.
Yeah.
The military are doing everything they can. In fact, especially the ones in the forefront fighting. They are doing the best they can. If you see, it's been years since they've been fighting against terrorism, and you know all sorts of in Borno State and everything. I think without the military by now, that state would have been overrun. So I'd say they are doing a good job. But at the end of the tunnel of whatever they are doing, there is still a lot of political games being played.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, of course. You see some of these attacks. These are politically motivated attacks. Now let me put it very clear to Nigerians. Because normally when I come on live or anywhere, they know what happens. I get to put out whatever. Now, you look at these attacks happening from the period they started. It started around the political, in fact, campaign period, preparations for elections and all that. Now, the women of the Goshe, that is the 416 women and children. They were what? They were, at a specific point, you see the media talking about they were rescued, they were this, they were that. We did the mediations. I spoke to those people. I put those people into a position whereby they had to make a demand. Because initially they had no plans of releasing those people.
You spoke to the terrorists?
Of course, I was the one who made all the process. The video you saw online, I was the one who directed them to get that video for us. Okay. You know, it took me around 2 to 3 weeks communicating with them until I got to the top, you know, end of wherever I was supposed to reach. We had these discussions. They agreed to make the video proof of life. One thing Nigerians don't know, they made a first video. The first video was not good enough. I had to still tell them to make another, which kind of brought some, you know, and all that, but it was settled. At the end of the day, they made the second video and the world got to see. So now, when the whole process came to a specific point, when the mediations came to a point whereby monies were to be paid, let me quote and make it clear, ransoms was paid. Keep it aside, we know that. Yes, of course. Okay. Ransoms was paid in billions. How much? Around 5 billion was released.
By who?
Well, you want to call it the federal or state government, but ransoms were released. Now, those ransoms...
Was it by the federal government or by the state government?
You could put it as state government, federal government collaboration, because if there is a lot of outcry from the people, bring our people, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sorry to say, I'm not a political supporter or anything of anybody, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is innocent. In anything you see insecurity, state government are the ones orchestrating and making money out of this whole insecurity stuff. Now, when those monies was almost paid, as Senator Ali Dume, I quote and I quote again, as Senator Ali Dume, according to what they told me, and I have evidence to back that, they said there is a media person that calls himself a media person, a second mediator. He is them Senator Ali Dume and government person. They told us to communicate with him. It is only through him that monies will be paid. Monies will not be paid through anybody because he is their in-house mediator. Do you get what I'm saying? If terrorists are able to tell you that there is an in-house mediator for government, that monies will be paid only through him, what happens next? I told them, look, go ahead, do the mediations with him, release our people, that is all I want. They said it is fine. Normally we don't cross who we started with, but we will do it since you decide you are fine with it. They went ahead, they made the mediations, they received ransoms. Now later, they complained to me that the ransom they received was 1.9 billion, whilst 5 billion was released. Where is the 3 billion 100 million, specifically? Who was the mediator sent in? They said it was a Senator Ali Dume mediator. So where are the monies? I have been speaking about this for a long time. You don't see DSS bringing in, okay, let's bring in these people. Let's see, let's investigate, let's get facts together. You don't see NSA saying anything. At a specific point, I try reaching Nuhu Ribadu. In every aspect, he says my call, he does not pick. Because at a specific time when the conversation started, I got his number through the same Senator Ali Dume. But when mediations and all the process was on and set, monies was about to be paid, the conversation just cut all of a sudden. Then later, they now told me, because they tell me certain things. They told me, look, they sent in a different mediator. They said monies can only be paid through him. You know? So where are the rest of the money? So when we said literally state government is complicit, I don't know about federal, but I know of state. And presently, the children in Musa that were kidnapped, I started another mediation with ISWAP. One of their people now confirmed to me that the Borno state government said, are they in mediations with Borno South Youth Alliance or Bosia President or anything? If they are, they should not, that they have who they would run their whole thing with and everything. All of a sudden, Borno State Government Commissioner at a forum played a video, a 9 seconds or is it 18 seconds video of the children being held by ISWAP. Where did he get the video? All of a sudden, Borno State government don't do things like this. Now, because we came into a mediation and we're exposing certain facts about monies being paid to certain people, all of a sudden, they now start talking to some of these cells that don't talk to these people. At the end, you know, we have our own in-person. Now, we played something psychologically. We did that because we wanted to what? We wanted to trigger the state government to go in first before us, you know, which they later what? Bite to the bait. And now you have a commissioner playing video of the people that were kidnapped. And we already said they are literally involved. They keep extorting the federal government, you know. Now Tinubu is there sitting, they bring problems to him. Our state, they've kidnapped, they've done this. What do they want? How do I solve this problem? They said they want 5 billion, they want this. What has the military done? The military has tried, but you know, they will kill and all that and everything. Then Tinubu goes like, okay, it's fine. What do we do? Let us solve this problem. Then he releases funds. State government gets her own. Some of the political powers in the state get her own. Then what? The terrorists get a cut of it. 5 billion. Imagine them getting 1.9 billion. This is something they told me, and we have everything evidently. There is nothing to hide here. And we are tired. That is why we are speaking out now.
You said, I don't know.
Yes.
You said so many things.
Yes.
And I've just been listening to you.
Beautiful.
First of all, you've accused Ali Ndume of being the mediator with...
He sent in, they sent in, the state government sent in, together with a mediator from Senator Ali Ndume. They confirmed it to us.
Then you're also accusing the president of being complicit in the sense that he releases money. Hold on.
Yes, go ahead.
You're accusing the president of being complicit in this because he's releasing money to give terrorists, despite the fact that we are constantly being told that we do not negotiate with terrorists,
Yes.
we're not paying money.
Yes.
You're saying the president used to release the money.
You do not negotiate with terrorists. How do you think some of these processes have been done?
We thought that the military was destroying the bases and rescuing...
For the Goshe? Military, there is nothing. We all know. They know, we know, and we all know. You know, we all know there was no rescue. There is evidences to all this.
These things, these accusations, can you defend yourself? When
I can defend it to anywhere. Anywhere. I have been waiting for them to come up, especially Dume. I have been waiting for him to come up to say, it's a lie, it's not this. Then we have been dropping a lot of evidences. They have been paying a lot of media houses to block whatever we're doing for it not to go out. We've been dropping evidences. People said in fact, he paid a specific group of old people to come out and say they are debunking, they are doing this. These are his in-house old people. We all know from Borno State.
Who are you talking about? Ali Ndume?
Yes, of course. He paid Goshe stakeholders something to come and say Borno South Youth Alliance, this and that and this, that they did not do this. They blocked some of the people they literally rescued. They told them, keep quiet. Do not say Borno South Youth Alliance helped or in fact mediated in any way. Do you know what we did next? I released a voice note conversation of myself with one of the terrorists. Yes, one of the commanders.
How do you know these terrorists?
It's a complicated process. I have been fighting for my grassroots for a long time. I believe in fighting for the common man. And I've been doing that. In fact, when I reached out to them to begin mediations, they knew me already. They were like, oh yeah, we know of this your organization, Bossia, yes? You people have been fighting for your people and all that, you know. So it became very easy. Now, another thing you should know is some of these villagers, they know these people, you know. So if they trust you and they know this is somebody fighting for us, if there is a problem, they could get you whoever contact you want to get.
Are these terrorists, are they part of the community or are they outsiders? Is this...
They are part of the community. Some of them are outsiders. It's a mixed situation. Yes, definitely. It's a mixed situation. So with that being said, you look at this. So when you say we are accusing, we are doing this and that, I did not accuse. The terrorists said it with their own lips, and I have everything to back it up.
Samila.
Yes.
When you go to meet these terrorists, have you ever told them not to be terrorizing?
There are specific things that you get to hear from some of them.
Have you ever told them, leave our people alone?
I do that, of course. Now let me ask you, did you see the Oyo people problem when it came? Do you know they executed somebody, they beheaded somebody?
Yes, we watched.
Do you know at a specific time they lined up around 15 to 25 women and children? They video called me, they were about to slaughter them off. Because the government was not cooperating fast. They needed, let the money come in fast. What are they? They told me, look, you know something, you are too lenient and your ways are too, and we understand. Allow us to kill 15 to 25 on video. Let us slaughter and keep the heads beside. When we do that, you will see our government, they will start calling you on phone. They will start calling you by themselves. I said, please.
Do you support? Yes. Do you agree with this?
I don't agree with anything. I don't like bloodshed. If I wanted or I like bloodshed in any way, and I wanted money out of bloodshed, when ransoms was paid, I was asked if I needed something, and I said no, I don't need that. And if anybody wants to,
that's going to be my next question. Are you getting a percentage when these payments are made?
When that happened, I was asked if you want something. So what do we do next? When the whole process was done, they later discovered, in fact, the other mediator cut them off very well and all. When ransoms was paid, we communicated, and they told me, do you need anything? Okay, what should be done now? I told them, look, I don't need money. And I have evidence to back that up.
Samala, when we are looking at insecurity as a country, all of us, we're looking at it. We're hoping that one day it will end.
Yes.
We're hoping that these terrorists, they will leave us alone. Let's have peace. Let the kidnapping stop.
Yes.
Is that something that you see happening?
Yeah, well, in a specific aspect. The reason why I started Operation Sulhu da Zaman Lafiya, that is OSL, we wanted to stand in or be the gap between the local population and those people attacking them. We wanted to boycott their sponsors, and all. We wanted to be those people that can speak light and speak sense into them, whereby if there is an attack, we can ask. And we established that. And these few days, we had some conversations. They agreed that, look, if OSL is going to come in, we will be willing to have some discussions. I asked them clearly, I said, look, can we stop all this? He could not answer me because he is not whoever is in command. A few minutes later, he answered, look, we cannot fully stop whatever is happening because we are doing the work of God. But we can what? We can have some understandings. I said, look, my locality and our people, our zone, our 9 local governments is my problem. If I'm able to broker a deal with the government under OSL, will you people listen? They said, but we're already doing things with you. If it comes through you, we are willing to listen. Because already, now let me expose something to Nigerians. I don't care what goes down. Do you know presently, Boko Haram have not made any attacks since the release of the Goshe women? They have not done one attack. And it's confirmed and it's well confirmed. They all of them, they know. I know, but I'm not part of the system. So I need to speak out for my people because that is what brought me here now. You get? So presently, out of the conversations we had, I told them, look, there is something I'm trying to do, OSL, Operation Sulhu da Zaman Lafiya. You know how I carried out the whole discussions between me and you people with the Goshe women? They said yes, and we are happy with it. We don't have a problem with you. I said, fine. You know I went the truth and everything. What you people needed was what I said. Whatever the process finished and whatever monies you people received, I did not collect a penny and I don't want a penny. Whoever you did your negotiations with were the ones who did whatever. They said yes. We don't have a problem. I said fine. This Sulhu da Zaman Lafiya, I want us to have something. We will ask you people to probably lay down your arms for 2 months, 3 months. Then from there we see where it goes. We want our farmers to be able to go to farms and farm. We want our people to be able to go to the bushes and fetch firewood.
What did they say?
They told me, yes, it's fine, we can work that. But do you know presently we are having that with the government already? Yes, presently, us and the government, through their mediator, we have a 40-day ceasefire program between us. So for now, we are on break. So Boko Haram is in mid-time break right now. Let me put it. Sorry, Nigerians, it is sad, but they are on mid-time break.
All right, my colleague, Ayo.
Yes.
He has a few questions.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead, Ayo.
Well, thank you, Kayla. It's very interesting to listen to some of the things that you have said. And I'm just wondering, if you have all this information, you have all these relationships, I'm wondering where you think the place of security agencies is in all of this. Because governors have said it over and over again, that these terrorists are not ghosts, they are not spirits, they are human beings. They have said repeatedly that we know these people. And you are confirming it now that these people are known. Now, if you know and have all of this information, when is it all going to come to an end? Because from the information coming up from even the Borno state government, they are saying that insecurity is going to reverse the successes that the state has scored in education. And you're saying now that insecurity is not looking like it is going to end. So wouldn't it be, those who are listening to you now will wonder why you are not giving all of this intelligence information to security agencies so that all of this nonsense can stop once and for all?
All right. Thank you very much for your question, I think, Ella. Look, let me just make things very clear. I like going straight to the point. I don't have anything to hide. Reality is here. Now, you said the state government said something about reversing their policies and all that.
After the abduction of 416 people from my local government, particularly in Goshe, and after he claiming as the president of Borno South Youth Alliance, claimed that he is in contact with Boko Haram, and Boko Haram demanded a ransom of 5 billion, and that if they are not released, the money is not made available within 72 hours, the people are going to be killed, some will be married out, and all that big threat. And
so you met him face to face?
No, I have never seen him in my life.
Did you speak with him on the phone?
Yes, I have. So I spoke to him severally before I cut off, after I became suspicious of him. And then I have some voice message that he sent, and the last one that I sent to him, warning him to stop contacting me because I did the needful. What is the needful? I reported the matter to the NSA, the police, and the military intelligence, and I've been...
So you made an official complaint to the military, the police, and the NSA?
Yes, the NSA.
In writing?
No, not in writing. Lately, I made it on WhatsApp, and I spoke with the DGSS. I spoke with NSA on this matter. That is after he came on Sunrise to make those specific allegations. And I told them that there is the need to bring us in or hear him out as he said he wants to. He had. So that all this his allegation will have the opportunity to prove those allegations, and the government should take this matter very serious because it borders on national security.
So guys, you can see what is happening. Now let me take you through headlines on the social media, just some general headlines. Like you can see here, this one here says, Justin Alex Oti of Abia State has clarified his position on President Tinubu's second term bid, saying he is not opposed to the president exercising his constitutional right to seek re-election, while stressing that the decision on who emerges victoriously in 2027 rests solely with the Nigerian electorate. That's just it. That's what Alex Oti is saying. This is coming after who puts Odema came out saying that the southeastern leaders have decided to, you know, the southeastern leaders have decided to vote for Tinubu. So that is just it. Now let me read this headline I'm seeing here. A man went underneath one of Peter Obi's convoy vehicle, refusing to move until he sees him, all while shouting his unwavering support. The scene was dramatic. The level of love and passion on his display was impossible to ignore. Hey, yeah, he says he wants to see Peter Obi. Child. Hey, wait, this one is another clip altogether, honestly. So a man went on that thing with Peter Obi's vehicle, says he wants to see Peter Obi. Child. Oh my God. Now, this one here says, insecurity, Kwara residents demand rescue of 176 Woro abductee after 171 days in terrorist captivity. Is it now they are waking up? It's now they are waking up. Hey, so sad. Ogoja Cross River State, my eyes are closing already. Ogoja Cross River State, my eyes are closing already. Okay. Peter Obi and his team, they all went with him to Ogoja. May the Lord grant people safe journey back home. So guys, this on Zamfara killing, don't send routine condemnation or sympathy. Northern coalition warn Tinubu government, don't send routine condemnation or sympathy. Zamfara killing, don't send. So the Northerners are lambasting Tinubu after, you know, after these people were killed. Nobody has even talked about it. Nobody, guys. Nobody has talked about it. Okay, this Oludo song, cute song written about the president. So you know I have to dance. Now dance, I did dance. Anaye macho nsobu. Anaye macho nsobu because see the way I'm looking so sexy. Operation protect the baby. Baby all come on the beats. That's Soludo's song, Dancing. Say he has a song for the president. I don't know. They organize prayer work in Nigeria, yet stay silent on PVC registration, electoral integrity and bad governance, misplaced priority. Okay, they organize prayer work, but they don't have time to go register for their PVC. That's the problem we're having in the country. Money won't matter in 2036. It will become irrelevant in the future, billionaire Elon Musk declares. Billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk has predicted that money could become irrelevant by 2036 as artificial intelligence and robots became capable of producing more goods and services than humans could ever consume. Speaking during the interview with The Economics, Musk declared money won't matter in 2020. When interviewed Zani Minton Beddoes questioned the prediction, Musk explained, what do you want money for? You want money for goods and services, right? You want money for obviously food, housing, transportation, entertainment. He argued that once AI robots make these essentials abundantly available, if the robots and AI are providing more goods and services than any human could possibly consume, what do you need money for in that case? On concerns about millions of people losing their job to AI, Musk suggested government could directly support citizens financially. I think the Treasury should just simply issue people check, he said. When Beddoes warned that printing money could fuel inflation, Musk disagreed, insisting that future economy will look very different. Inflation is simply the ratio of money to goods and services, he said, predicting that as AI massively boosts production, I will make a prediction, which is that deflation will be the issue, not inflation. Asked how society will navigate the political and economic tension AI could create before reaching the future, Musk admitted he has mixed feelings about technology. Is exhilarating and terrifying, he said before adding, honestly, if you ask me on any given day, in fact, even intraday, I've gone from exhilarating to terror regarding AI. So Elon Musk is just talking about AI and the future. Money won't matter in 2036. It will become irrelevant in the future. Billionaire Elon Musk is talking. The guy, so it is time for people to really embrace AI, work with AI, know what AI is doing, because the future is generally going to be different. They committed no crime, yet you impounded their vehicle. Harrison knocks Adejobi over impunity, arbitrary vehicle seizure in Delta State. Okay. So guys, let's end it there. Just in Abia State government has commenced the first phase of distributing 50 electricity transformer for communities across 17 local government areas as part of effort to improve power supply and strengthen electricity infrastructure. The exercise is in line with Governor Alex Otti's directive to reconnect communities affected by faulty and unavailable transformer and expand access to electricity, especially in rural areas. 50 communities are benefiting in the first phase, while 50 communities will receive transformers in the second phase, scheduled for the third quarter of the year. Beneficiary communities were selected based on their needs. Their benefiting Abians, please take ownership of these facilities, because vandalism could plunge you back into darkness, which is really true. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Billionaire businessman E-Money boarding his private jet with his wife and his brother Casey on their way to Warri for Susu Berokon wedding. Okay, so these are just headlines on the social media that I'm reading out. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.